the high-pitched sense mimic the twinkling of distant galaxies. Incorporate atmospheric washes and delays to build attention. Let the bassline take a backseat while the high-pitched sense mimics the twinkling of distant galaxies. Incorporate atmospheric washes and delays to build tension. Bassline take a backseat while the high-pitched sense mimic the twinkling of distant galaxies. Incorporate atmospheric washes and delays to build tension. And deep resonant textures add a touch and foster for an otherworldly feel. Accents and melodies improve through the fastness, accompanied by brief electronic beats. Keep that energy steady, but ethereal, evoking the feeling of drifting through the stars. Let the bassline take a backseat while the high-pitched sense mimic the twinkling of distant galaxies. Incorporate atmospheric washes and delays to build attention. Let the bassline take a backseat while the high-pitched sense mimics the twinkling of distant galaxies. Incorporate atmospheric washes and delays to build tension. star. backseat while the high-pitched scents mimic the twinkling of distant galaxies, incorporate atmospheric washes and delays to build tension.
Так, всем общее, дамы и господа. Джокер PIRAT, и это прохождение Dragon Age Veilguard. На ночь немножко решил, хоть немножко и уставший, голова затуркана. Короче, все ссылки есть в описании. Всех жду в телеграм-канал, там можно все будет обсудить. Так, давай только я сейчас проверю быстренько звук. Уставший. Так, ну со звуком вроде бы все хорошо. И тут у меня останется идти по сюжетному квесту. Я сейчас его сегодня начну. Стрим будет недолгий. Наверное, часик с копейками, не больше. Вот. Там посмотрим. Так, ну снова с Ютубом какая-то фигня, что я его просто не вижу. Я его просто не вижу. Поэтому тот, кто на Ютубе, переходите на наши какие-то сервисы. Либо хотя бы там продублировать. Я попробую сейчас YouTube отслеживать через телефон, но опять же оно там так долго постоянно не работает. Что будет тут тоже за качество, я не знаю. Я немножко убрал в качестве этот, как он называется-то. Секундочку, тут идет. Тут идет. Трансляция везде идет. Все как бы хорошо. Тут, сука, блядь, Ладно, хуй с ним, с тем ютубом, короче, толку снова, блядь, никакого один хер нет. Ну что, продолжаем. Это надо будет идти встречаться с Морриган, насколько я помню. Это то, что я запомнил вот прям из игры. Давай еще раз звук проверю. Такс. Тут вроде бы все уже. Тут вроде бы все уже, со всеми поговорил, всех прокачал.
None of manifestation.
Да, Белару, что же всех. А сколько надо ему до улучшения? Ой, ну еще очень много. Еще очень много надо будет. Так, вернитесь в портовый город через перекресток или с помощью... Ну, давай. А кто с кем? Подожди, кто там что хочет обсудить? А, серые стражи. Все, тогда я беру с собой... Я беру с собой, естественно... Где она, эта дура, блядь? Вот эту тетю. Ну и стража мне надо взять, да? Подтвердить? Да. То есть она типа там как местная, а... Ну, а он как страж. По идее так. Так, и куда мне надо тут в Минратосе убежать? Угу. Ой, блядь, далеко, слушай, далеко. По идее, как далеко. Ну, тут я вообще не пойму тогда.
Better be ready. Nice hit, Ned. On your left.
Блядь, подожди, я что-то уже разучился играть, что ли, блядь.
That's a win.
О, что, YouTube подключился? Подожди, я что-то не понял. Так, а ну-ка, давай-ка сейчас... Сейчас будем проверять. Да, YouTube подключился, слушай. Это прям как... я даже не знаю, в чем прикол-то, блядь. Так, ну с этим краном я... Ничего сделать-то не могу. Так, ага, хорошо. А почему тогда Twitch не подключился? Так. Слушай, ну и я, кстати, еще, знаешь, что не могу понять, что эта игра, она через паузу, если сцен, ну, ОБС сильно может грузануть.
Brought a dragon to Minrathous. Are more coming?
Ruffled any feathers lately?
No. Or no one's tailed me if I did.
А вот сейчас не подхватило сообщение с Ютуба. Странно, конечно, это очень все странно. Короче, они не хотят отказываться от рабства. Так, тут какие-то еще странности происходят в городе, да?
There was a blighted dragon here, and Len was stabbed by a Venatori. And
Did you see what it said in the papers? That can't
Так, что у меня по точкам быстрого перемещения? Ну, я вот это сейчас могу открыть, да? И вот этот сундук поставить.
store.
Я надеюсь, там мне теперь хватит всех способностей.
I can't believe how many people they executed.
Masked mystery.
Так, здесь дверь.
Nev, on that Vol Dorma job, what exactly was the mime doing? Back to what we were saying. Nev, on that Vol Dorma job, what exactly was the mime doing?
You ran into him.
Yeah,
What mimes do, annoy people. Oh, he had some real talent.
but why were you staking him out?
Because the dwarf, Furious Butch, he was going to make contact.
Furious Butch?
Meanest pie maker I ever met.
А хорошо, а тут получается, куда мне надо выстрелить, чтобы куда-то попасть, блядь? Я что-то тогда не пойму. Ну, блядь, а куда надо стрелять-то? Там вот эта хуйня, что толку с нее? А все равно я ни хера не пойму. Точно, я не вижу тут
Work out the Voldorma job.
ни механизма никакого, ни хрена.
Not short on options.
You said the dwarf, Fury.
Так,
Butch was a pie maker?
His elderberry. Now there's a treat. But it was also a front.
Pie shop?
The product. He smuggled lyrium through the rhubarb pie.
Makes sense. Nobody likes rhubarb. Who'd find out?
And that's where the mime comes into play.
As they always do.
там...
I'm on it.
Угу.
I've got this.
А-а-а. Ну, механизм замораживаешь, и все с двух сторон. Вот тебе и все готово. А то не могу, блядь. Так, а что у меня с чатом? С рутубом. Вроде бы заработал.
Whispers, offers. Someone made a deal with a demon.
Да, столько было попыток. А тут на тебе и толку нет. Ну ладно, давай тогда со стражами и с Морриган, да, то есть, ну, Морриган-то представитель круга, а страж-то есть страж.
And now
Hey,
a
Rook.
dragon. What's happening to this city? I wish there was something I could do.
А, так это с ней надо идти было, да?
You just get in the way. Let the Templars deal with it.
Ее надо было брать, короче, с собой, да?
Why did Morgan want to meet in Minrathous? Isn't she helping the Veil Jumpers in Arlathan?
Indeed, but today we have a guest, and he needed the anonymity that only a city provides.
А вопрос в том, что
Good to see you, Lace.
инквизитор.
Rook, you remember how Varric and I served the Inquisition? Well, this is Inquisitor Trevelyan, the man who led us all.
Да, тумбочка знает нас всех на свете этот пунктик.
People do you know, Harding? Should I expect the Divine to show up?
She also served in the Inquisition, but we didn't talk much.
Morrigan and Harding have told me about what you've accomplished since taking over for Varric. You've put together an impressive team, and you've got the best chance, maybe the only chance, to stop Elganon and Gillenane.
I won't let you down.
Don't worry about me. Worry about the people you've recruited, and about the people depending on you. I only sealed the breach because I had people like Cassandra, Liliana, and Cullen with me from the start. Without Dorian's magic and Josephine's diplomacy, we never would have come together to stop Corypheus. Years later, I had to turn the Inquisition over to Chantry control. But I never lost the friends who had gotten me through it all. Ultimately, they're the only ones you can really count on. Do right by them and you'll find your way.
We've got the makings of a good team, I think. We'll do our best.
And while you do so, Rook, the Inquisitor will do his best to ensure that the rest of the world remains intact. A daunting prospect, given that most of the South is...
Вы еще Хоука там притяните сюда за уши.
If not for the Inquisitor, the South would have collapsed completely. He has not been idle while you assembled...
Ну а что ВК пришло, блядь, так? Кстати, интересный сериал. Начал смотреть «Тайны и ложь». Всем советую. Американский.
I thought the gods were mostly active up here. It's really that bad in the south?
Elganon and Gillenane have indeed restricted their activities to the north. But the forces they deployed to the south, the strange new Darkspawn, have spread fear and corruption greater than any blight in history.
Darkspawn have cut through the center of Orlais. Valroyo and Helem Chiral are barely holding out. Ferelden would have fallen already if not for help from Orzammar. With Denerim lost, the Fereldans are holding the line at Redcliffe. The Free Marches have the worst of it. Acting Viscount Aveline Valen led the evacuation of Kirkwall. She's taking her people and what's left of her army to help Prince Vale keep Starkhaven.
Maker, we didn't know. My ma...
Don't worry. I talked to the Divine and your mother's safe with the Inquisition.
Thank you.
The Inquisition might just be an arm of the Chantry now. But we've still done our part to get people to fight this threat together. Again, the South is my problem, not yours, Rook. You stop the gods, and I'll make sure the rest of Thedas doesn't fall to the Blight.
Так, ну понятно. Я, короче, не увижу, как он там юг делает. Главное, что он просто напиздел там за это, да?
If the south is in such turmoil, why come up here just to talk? And how did you get here so fast?
Did you think you were the only one to unlock the secrets of the Illuvians?
Morgan helped the Inquisition use the Illuvians to travel.
While I lack the Dreadwolf's Viravus, I may still scurry between the walls of this world to be where I might do the most good.
Она чем-то похожа стала на мамашу свою.
It might help you to meet him.
Давай шпионов начнем.
What I really need right now is information. If you have anyone who can help.
I'm sorry. I'll be needed elsewhere.
Слился.
Did not come all this way to leave you with empty words, however. He brought something no one else could.
A wolf statuette. We've found others like it in the crossroads. Where'd you find yours?
Уже не одна встречалась.
Around the time Solus's ritual failed, when he was pulled into the Fade. We've examined the magic, and it's tied to the veil. To him, somehow.
Solus is ancient, and his magic is part of him in a way far beyond that of mortals. I suggest
она ж испила водички, да?
something in the lighthouse calls to it. Perhaps it will yield some insight into your new ally.
Solus is trapped in the Fade. He's not my biggest concern at the moment.
Solus is trapped in your dreams, and while he cannot match Elganon or Gillenane in strength, he is far more cunning.
Ну, тоже немножко перевод не такой, я не то ожидал, что он ответит.
Centuries. How many times do you think the gods thought him trapped and helpless?
Morrigan is right. Solus is dangerous. Anything that gives us some insight into his plans. He fooled us all before, and the whole world very nearly paid the price for it.
We should go, Inquisitor. The armies in the south need you.
Right. Harding, stay sharp. You're my eyes in the north.
Always, Inquisitor.
Rook, good luck. If I come across anything else that can help, you'll be the first to know.
Thank you.
Каждый раз новые герои, да? Так. А давай-ка я еще здесь вот так напишу, посмотрю, подхватит ли. Где она? Мгм. Так, ну, по крайней мере, Twitch и YouTube смотрю на телефоне, чаты, поэтому тут я могу еще хоть что-то посмотреть.
Break. Head back to the lighthouse for a bit.
Так, ну, короче, а тут я все равно эти не смогу сделать, да? Так. Ну, давай это пока вот так. Пока вот так. Спутники. Это где? Неф. Что-то получила, да? Кстати, да, блядь. Так, здесь еще что? Что нового? Письмо Дориану. Ну, давай отсюда отправимся. Сейчас посмотрим, что там можно будет сделать. Но опять же, повторюсь, этот стрим будет не сильно долгий, он будет коротенький. Завтра
Rook,
посмотрим.
just got word. First Warden's calling everyone back to Weishaupt. Everyone except me, seems like. Guess the First Warden didn't like me joining your team.
Calling wardens back from all over Thetis is a big step. Did he give any reason why?
Not exactly, but I've heard rumors of a massive Darkspawn horde on the move. Even hearing there's an archdemon with them.
How long do we have?
A day, a week? Darkspawn are charging through the deep roads. Makes it hard to get an accurate idea of where they are. Rook at the...
А там гномы охраняют.
Warden lore says archdemons only show up during a blight. Doesn't say anything about elven gods. Seems like the rules have changed, and we're going in blind. We need to know what we're up against.
I'll talk to Solus. See if he knows anything about any of this. Make sure the others are ready to move.
Ну, с Солосом я-то поговорю. Я хочу узнать, как эта хуйня работает. И ни с кем ли сейчас здесь нельзя будет, то есть не нужно будет поговорить. Так, с этими нет, с этими нет. И с этими тоже нет. Ну, хорошо. Вот ее надо сюда куда-то положить. И что тут откроется? Я сейчас подрезал качество на 14 мегабит в секунду.
Our people need our leadership. If you're unwilling, leave.
Our people must rebuild, and we must help unite them.
So, we did not fight for freedom, but to conquer this land and our own.
We fought to win, and now the Evenuris are as gods. I do not answer to Mithal's annoying lapdog.
The people are afraid. They must believe in something.
They need strength.
And wisdom.
They need gods who can protect them.
We are not gods. You will learn that.
Every lapdog hides a wolf inside.
Так, а где...
That was strange. They were speaking Elven, but I understood it.
I believe we have experienced a memory in each of our native languages.
Not just any memory. One of the Dreadwolves.
And the mages who declared themselves my gods. Well, mine and Davrin's.
Так, что нам это дает?
Anyone see anything in that memory we can use?
Elgranon was hungry for power. Did anything he could to get it, and to hold on to it.
Then Solus, furious at Elganon's installing himself as a despot, started his rebellion.
There's another moving part in this. Mithal. She was keeping the peace.
Mithal and Solus were close. The Inquisition found a temple to Mithal, and there were wolf statues everywhere.
Then she sides with Elgranon over him. A betrayal.
I think I get where Mithal is coming from.
Really?
You've just finished some big war. Everyone is exhausted, and now Elgranon won't give up power. If Mithal sided with Solus, would Elgranon have backed down?
Not a chance.
It would have led to another war. Mithal tried to keep the peace.
Вот, с источника металла она там выпила, да? То есть мать ее металл там была, по сути. А Морриган имею в виду.
These murals aren't simply memories. They're what Solus wishes to forget.
His regrets. That means they're a way to learn his weak points.
Why are we worried about Solus? He's trapped.
Right. But the Dreadwolf was the god of trickery. He's looking for a way out. Bet on it.
Meanwhile, keep your eyes open in the crossroads. If there's a way to restore the rest of these murals, Solus would have kept it in his hideaway. It'd be nice to get inside his head for a change.
Так, ну, сейчас придется по-любому лезть к нему в башку. Наверное. Ну, давай эти все воспоминания пересмотрю.
I was not certain you would come.
You were the one who walked away. I never turn my back when my friend needs me.
The Evanurus seek the magic of the Blight.
Impossible. The Blight is safely sealed away forever.
Though I wish I could believe you, I have sensed the breaking of the wards.
I will investigate your claims. If they forget the danger of the Blight, I will endeavor to remind them.
What if, instead, you left the Evanurus and remained with me? Do you not wish for freedom from this struggle?
Be at peace, love. I will stop them.
Она еще и возлюбленная Солоса была.
The Blight is our mistake.
Нихуя себе.
Did Mithal call Solus love in that memory?
That's what it sounded like.
So they were doing it.
The elven gods were free with their emotions. They felt things deeply. The way they express things, well, it feels romantic to us, but that wasn't really how it was. Back then, I mean.
Nah, they were doing it.
Ну да, это очевидно.
Oh, they were absolutely doing it.
Being with someone you're rebelling against doesn't sound like Solus.
He also met her in secret and talked about how they could run off together.
It sounded so tragic and romantic.
Oh, wait. Never mind. That does sound like him.
So the Dread Wolf goes to Mithal. They might be fighting, but they have history.
And he warns her about the other god using the Blight. That's more important than his rebellion. It's like kingdoms coming together when an archdemon rises.
Mithal didn't think it was possible. She said the Blight was sealed away. There's an old legend about it. Davrin, the one with Andrul's armor? Not sure it matters.
We are deep in elven lore already. What's the legend say?
Right. Well, Andrul was the goddess of the hunt. She put on armor.
Да, он же тоже эльф, этот негр.
Made of something called the Void. Drove her mad.
I remember this one. The other gods were afraid Andrul would turn on them. She was doing all kinds of horrible things, causing plagues. It does sound like the Blight.
Well, it all ends with Mithal fighting Andrul. After, Mithal turned into a dragon.
She what? Why didn't you start with that?
Anyway, she took Andrul's armor away. Then Andrul's madness left, and peace returned.
Intriguing. So it's possible Andrul stumbled onto the magic of the Blight.
And when Andrul went mad, Mithal took it from her and locked it away.
Until someone started using it again.
If there's one thing Solus loves, it's telling people they were wrong. And here he's got the perfect opportunity. Oh, Mithal, you thought your fellow gods were so great. If only you were as smart as me.
He got her attention. She definitely seemed angry at the end.
So Mithal goes off to investigate what Solus says. Then, what? It's too clean.
Seems plenty messy with them doing it.
But this isn't just a memory. It's something Solus wanted to hide. What's the crime? What did we see here that he feels guilty about?
I think I might know. When the Inquisitor was saving the world from the breach, he met Mithal.
What? Like in a dream?
It was complicated. She helped the Inquisition. There was a magic pond and a dragon. Nice! The point is, she also said the other elven gods betrayed her, killed her.
Рассказывай.
Okay, sorry. Point of order. If they killed Mithal, how was she still around to help the Inquisition?
Elven god magic? She'd spent centuries gathering strength and sharing people's bodies, I think.
If it was a truly benign possession, that speaks to her character.
Solus goes to Mithal, the one semi-reasonable elven god, for help, and the other gods kill her for it. I imagine the Dreadwolf's rebellion heated up significantly after that.
Right. And Mithal was...
А я ж много этих статуэток-то понаходил.
Well, it's not just that she died. What do you mean, Tosh? It's... Ugh. There was stuff he wanted to tell her, but he waited too long.
and then she was dead. He never got to make it right. That twists you up.
That's it. There's our crime.
Doesn't really tell us anything we can use, though.
We know more than we did. That's something.
Then I guess we keep our eyes open if we come across more of these memories.
Так, а мы нашли там много таких меморис-то. Так, а что опять с пропуском кадров-то пошло? Что-то странное такое происходит. Так, ну сегодня как-то и интернет работает, если честно, странно. Очень странно.
You dare to try to cage us, jealous of our growing power!
You will pay the final price for this betrayal!
We warned you not to use the Blight. For this, and for Mithal, I sentence you to sleep in exile ever after. Your own lives will form the veil that keeps the horror you unleashed at bay.
Завесу это он, получается, сделал из этих же богов, да? Вот что любовь с людьми делает.
And created a veil between this world and the Fade. I mean, they were terrible, no question. But what he did, it didn't just stop them. It destroyed our culture, our world.
It wasn't just to stop them. It was to stop the Blight. We've seen how bad Elganon and Gillenane are. Imagine all 7 corrupted gods running wild.
So he created the Veil just to keep the elven gods locked in their prison?
Yes, to keep them from accessing the Fade. But was the creation of the Veil around the world an accident?
You heard him yelling. That's not the sound of a ritual going right.
What do you think, Rook?
Honestly, I'm a little relieved. I've been feeling out of my depth trying to stop ancient gods. But Solus was flailing just as much as we are.
I had another question, and I'm sorry, maybe this doesn't matter, but Solus trapped the blighted gods in an ancient elven building, right?
That's what it looks like. Maybe a palace? Fancier than what I've seen in Arlethan, at least.
And then, the Magisters were lured into the Fade. They broke in, which let the Blight escape, and turned the Golden City black.
Right. And the Black City hangs in the Fade, a little reminder of their mistakes. What's wrong, Lace?
It's just... the Chant of Light
Lace.
says that the Maker built for them the Golden City, the center of all creation. But if the Golden City was an ancient elven palace, then the Maker didn't build it. The elves did. The Chant of Light is Andraste's visions from the Maker, but it sounds like it's wrong.
You're asking if we just disproved the entire Andrastian faith.
Did we?
Давай тройку ответим.
Lace, I don't think you'll ever fully know whether the Chant of Light is literally true or not. What matters is that, in its better moments, the Chantry encourages people to be kind and help each other.
What do we tell the Chantry about this? Do we tell them about this?
People are already questioning because of Elgranon and Gillenane. It hasn't stopped them believing.
I guess people need that comfort.
Слишком большое время рендера кадра идет.
The Dalish clans are struggling with the same thing. What do we keep? What do we lose?
The Elven Gods, the Maker. No matter who you light a candle to, you've got some hard questions to ask yourself right now.
Doctrine is not the truth. It is one of many paths to the truth.
I recognize the sentiment, though not the specific quote. Who said that?
My mother.
Ah. Questions of faith aside, we have some very real gods that still need killing.
Looks like there are 3 more of these murals with the Dreadwolf's old memories. Wonder what else he's hiding.
3 фрески еще есть, а у меня есть, по-моему, эти все статуэтки, да? А у меня есть все эти статуэтки. Я так думаю. Ну, давай, вот эта серия будет по воспоминанию Волка.
You have so long observed the world. Why not consider joining it?
But I have no desire to live as humans. I have the Fade. Besides, this talk of taking on a solid form. I think you underestimate the danger. When you took the glowing stone to build your body, did the earth not shake?
The lyrium gives us the strength we had when we were of the Fade. We are the best of physical and spirit. I need your wisdom, Solus, to withstand the louder voices who would go too far like Elganon. I need you.
This is madness. You must know that. I will always follow where you go.
Какая любовь?
What? This is astounding. The ancient elves were spirits who voluntarily manifested a physical form.
I'd rather go back to talking about the Blight.
Hey, Lucanus. Could Spite turn into an elf?
No.
Sorry, but... what?
Давай так отвечу.
All right. So elves are sort of spirits. What do we do with that?
To be clear, this memory only shows that the first elves originated from spirits. Balara, you and Davrin are no more spirits than anyone else conceived naturally.
Conceived naturally? Guess I'll go ask my mother.
The knowledge that an entire people were formed from a mass manifestation could change our entire understanding of magic.
If we let it out, is that the right call? Do you want bigoted humans yelling about how elves are demons?
Davrin's got a point. World's not short on small-minded humans.
The entire idea is preposterous. Who would even believe us?
It does seem outlandish when taken out of context, I admit.
We have to tell someone, though. Strife and Irulan, at least.
If I told Thea and Viago, they'd think I was sampling Viago's poison collection. No one will believe us.
Okay. We keep this to people we trust who have good reason to know. No shouting it from the rooftops.
Agreed. The Morn Watch has a great deal of experience keeping dangerous secrets.
Я тогда не пойму, что с игрой, почему она так нагружает ОБС, блядь.
Solus himself was a spirit.
What kind do you think he was?
Well, his name is...
Или с интернетом что-то.
Oh, okay.
There's something else. Not about spirits, or not all about them at least. Solus didn't want to become a person with a physical body.
Right. He only agreed after Mithal begged him.
Then that's his regret. He wishes he'd never taken physical form.
Maybe. But not just that. Solus was scared. They built their bodies out of lyrium, and it made the ground shake.
Так. Идиоты.
They were so happy about gaining the lyrium's power that they didn't notice it came from the Titans.
Or didn't care.
The first memory we saw, with Elgranon seizing power, it happened at the end of a war.
A war between the Titans and the elves.
Those power-hungry bastards.
It feels like we still don't have the full picture. But I think that's part of what Solus regrets. He didn't see the danger.
Except he did. He was worried. You said it yourself.
He did it for Mithal. Everything that followed, he could have prevented. If he just told her.
Так, а мне надо часики поставить на зарядку, кстати, а я все сижу.
Whatever we find next.
Так. Вот когда до паузы стоит или видео, сразу рендер кадра просто огромный. Вот сейчас, когда он бежит 3,9, 5 секунд. Ну, 3-5 секунд. Миллисекунд, конечно же.
Have you created what we need?
With this, the proper ritual will sunder every Titan from its spirit. But you must know those severed dreams will certainly be driven mad. A disembodied blight of pain and anger. It is awful what we're doing.
And the only way to end this war.
Solus made the weapon that killed the Titans. No, not killed. He cut away their dreams and left them broken and mindless. He passed me in the halls of Skyhold for a year. He made polite conversation, and he knew. He knew what he did.
Так.
No mystery why he wants to forget this.
As a mage, and apparently a scholar, Solus doubtless regrets destroying the minds of the Titans.
No, it's worse.
А сейчас 14, 13.9, 14.5 миллисекунд идет на рендер кадра.
A disembodied blight of pain and anger.
Mierda.
Хотя интернет нормальный, опять же, повторюсь, я с 25 мегабит убрал на 15, грубо говоря.
It's like a song in their
С 24 на 15.
Sound familiar to you, Lace?
The song of Lyrium. Of the Titans.
We think of the Blight as this monstrous force with no mercy, no compassion, evil incarnate. Instead, it's a caged animal, mistreated and imprisoned for centuries, until all it knows is fear.
What does this mean for Darkspawn? Should we be trying to help them?
I don't believe so. If the Blight is a corrupted dream, Darkspawn may be mindless manifestations of its anger.
Right. They're not people. We're never going to get through to them.
The Titans are a problem for later. We have Elgranon.
А для 2К YouTube рекомендует 16-24 мегабита.
To look me in the eye and answer.
Либо делать это вообще отдельным потоком.
Memories has been a deeper regret, and almost all of them involve Mithal.
Only one mural left to uncover by my count. If we find it, we'll see what's worse than this.
Ну, я не знаю, если я сейчас попробую Снова поднять. Или ладно, пока не буду я ничего поднимать. Для Full HD это было бы хорошее, кстати, качество. А вот для 2К, видишь, такое себе получается.
I knew that you would find me soon enough. You need the power of a god, the strength that I alone still carry.
The blighted Evanuris will soon break free from their prison. I must make a stronger one that can contain them.
While the prison is important, it is not the only goal you seek.
Why should I not tear down the veil and bring back immortality to all the elven people? They deserve it.
The elven people of today do not deserve to see the world they love be torn apart to salve your conscience.
I must fix what I have broken. I am sorry.
Короче, он хуйни понатворил там дохуя и больше.
Solus killed Mithal? After all that? Is this another memory from a different time?
No. He wore that same outfit in the Inquisition. We knew Solus woke up in this world without most of his power. Now we know how he got it back.
By killing the only other god around and stealing her power.
All that epic magic and godly power. In the end, it comes down to love.
Любовь любовью, а сила силой. Молодец.
So we've got all the Dreadwolf's deep dark secrets. Anything we can use?
He's being honest about fighting the Blight. Whatever happens, he won't risk letting it back out into the world.
Agreed. But he has a plan to escape that prison, and not one we'll like.
He turned on Mithal, the one person he was actually loyal to. There's no way he won't turn on us.
He's a spirit, or was once. He might be able to possess someone, affect minds, all the things spirits do.
He created the veil. His very nature is tied to it. That will be a source of strength, but also a potential weakness.
Mithal has him all messed up. Anything about her or Elgernon is gonna make him angry. Sloppy.
Solus thinks he knows what's best for everyone. Anything he does, he'll do while telling himself he's the hero.
The bad news is that the god of lies and trickery is almost definitely preparing to betray us. The good news is that we've gone through his dirty laundry.
So, we know his motivations. You think we can set a trap of our own?
That's the hope.
You have witnessed the Protector's tale, Dweller. Almost to its end.
Опять этот Яндекс-станция местная, блядь.
When the mighty fall, their echoes cross the ages. An audience is warranted. Speak with your visitor. She awaits you in the crossroads.
Так, ну они что, все одобряют? Слушай, ну тут реально осуждение получить очень сложно. Так, что у нас по времени? Уже минут через 5-10 надо будет заканчивать. Так, ну давай я возьму эту магичку и эту тетю. А может быть, надо было взять негра-эльфа, кстати говоря. Он же тоже эльф. То есть это прям их, так сказать, народ. Ну, правильно я понимаю это? Так, если я сейчас... Или уже, наверное, не трогать, да не поднимать битрейт. Оставить, наверное, все как есть.
Well met.
How did you get here?
I did tell you I had my ways through Illuvians when I introduced you to the Inquisitor, did I not?
The Illuvians in general, yes, but not the Dreadwolf's Crossroads.
I would think you have more pressing questions at the moment. Questions about Solus and Mithal?
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 The two gods have always been linked, have they not? First, when Mithal bade her companion spirit to abandon the Fade and take on mortal form. Then, when Solus...
Это ж ее мамаша, насколько я помню.
He might absorb her power as his own.
Wait, how do you know exactly what we saw?
Она и могла и просто это все рассказать.
You saw for yourself in the Dreadwolf's memories. When Mithal stood against the gods' manipulations of the Blight, she was betrayed and struck down. Yet she survived and returned ages later to aid the Inquisition in its hour of need. How?
Давай духов ответим.
So, if Mithal...
Не буду говорить, откуда мне знать.
Maybe that's how she survived her body's death.
Very good. Mithal was a spirit turned elven.
А то вообще прям тупой будет этот рук.
To spirit, she returned, her essence sheltered in a willing mortal vessel. Over the centuries, she journeyed from host to host, slowly amassing her former power anew. Until once again, she was struck down, on this occasion, by Solus. He absorbed her power, but not her memories.
Then where did they... Wait. You?
As you say.
Assuming you are who you say you are, how much is a fourth elven god gonna complicate things?
Only as much as you may allow.
What?
Она ж получила эти знания за одну минуту.
Gillinan can talk in your head, but...
'Twas Mithal you heard, her echoes. Yet I am not the goddess returned.
What are you then?
I once feared Mithal would consume me were I to carry her, but 'twas not so. I remain free-willed and mortal. What I now possess is but a spark of Mithal, shadowed memories through which to sift for meaning. As to our admixture, I suspect you have questions.
Вопросы есть, конечно.
How can you carry Mithal's soul if you're not an elf?
Her spark has sheltered within both elves and humans who were sympathetic to her in thought and circumstance. Mithal's last host was a woman wronged, trapped by those sworn to love her. We may readily imagine their kinship.
So, there's the soul of an elven god inside you. How does that even happen?
Mithal's last host was my mother, Flemeth.
Oh.
When I learned she intended me to become the next receptacle of an ancient god's soul, I feared naught would be left of my own. It inevitably came to pass on a deep night. I was awakened by the presence of a blaze of magic in the shape of a woman who both was and was not my mother.
Звучит невероятно.
Wow. You woke up to a god floating over you?
'Twas a state between dream and wakefulness where strange things may happen to the spirit. Mithal's memories were both gift and burden, this blazing woman told me, but I must accept them of my own accord. The decision was paralyzing. What would it mean to become such a host? What would be lost if I refused? In the end, 'twas something in my mother's voice which guided me.
What was that?
Regret. Not the regret of a god, but of a mother who knew she would never see me again. And so, my mind remains my own. What I gained was knowledge, both Mithal's and of those who bore her.
You didn't come out
Блядь.
to tell me you're Mithal.
I am not Mithal in her entirety, but yes, the Dreadwolf has occasion to visit you in dreams, where he portions out advice. And now, after finding his
Я там еще пару ответов на них посмотрел.
his deepest sorrows. Tell me then, what do you make of Solus?
Давай еврейский ответ.
Mithal knew Solus better than anyone.
I would influence your answer. Or do you mean to discover if I would stand directly against the Dread Wolf were there a need?
Would you?
I shall aid you in any way but that, even had I the power. What has passed between Solus and Mithal, I beg you, do not ask this of me again.
Давай вот это вот.
Solus talks a lot about what has to be done, being forced to make hard choices. But it's like he's trying to talk himself into it. I think, deep down, he doesn't entirely believe what he's saying.
'Tis exactly like the old wolf to tie himself into the most intricate knots. 'Tis not malice which made Solus your opponent, but conviction, a belief that only he may halt what he set in motion. Yet Solus was once beloved of Mithal. 'Tis his very loyalty and love for his people that led to the tragedy we now face. You may be in a position to determine how it ends, more so than either of you might realize.
Там мне тревожно и веселье, да?
You have been thrust into the lives of gods. Fate will have its way, whether or without our permission.
Even more comforting, Morrigan.
If you would shape the outcome of your battle, I've one last secret to share. When Mithal was struck down by the other gods, it was with her own lyrium dagger, the dagger you now carry. Solus recovered it from Elganon, and from it extracted a fragment of Mithal that had lain hidden within its depths. This fragment, a younger sister to the one I carry, if you will, resides here, in the crossroads. I can open the way for you, find her, survive the encounter, and the essence you obtain will aid you in times to
Ну,
come.
давай я попробую заразиться разок. Переживи с ней встречу так.
Another fragment of Mithal? In addition to the one inside you?
You are aware of what the word fragment means, are you not? One small piece of many, formed when something greater is broken. The first elves were spirits, as you well know, and when a spirit is broken, it may shatter into pieces, each
Ладно, я не буду
part of the original. Among the ancient elves who became known as gods,
повторять все, что она говорит. Бог с ним, там одну-две строчки пропустил. Вот, переживи встречу.
All of that sounded great until survived the encounter.
you know Solus and have seen Elganon and memories of Mithal. They are creatures of emotion, as all spirits are. The fragment of Mithal that resides in me lived among mortals for thousands of years. She has grown wiser and more patient. This younger sister has not. She is the essence of Mithal as a god. She is unlikely to listen to polite requests, and though she is but a fragment of the goddess, the battle will test you sorely.
If she's just going to attack us, why tell us about her at all? We have enough enemies already.
A fragment of a god's essence is a powerful thing. It may give you options against Elganon.
Новые возможности всегда хорошо.
The Dreadwolf himself, should he prove as cunning and treacherous as ever.
What kind of spirit was Mithal before she became an elf? I know Solus is elven for pride.
Mithal enjoyed
Солос по-эльфийски гордость.
but it came not from the overweening desire to crush resistance, as is the case with Elganon. The emotion that inspired her might best be described as benevolence, a guiding hand, inclined to kindness. But like any spirit, when angered or twisted against her purpose, a more violent aspect arose. Where the Dreadwolf's wisdom gave way to pride when the world did not meet his standards, Mithal's benevolence gave way to retribution. After all, when kindness fails, the guilty must be punished.
Так.
You would know this aspect of Mithal better than anyone. Could you?
Чё она прям на «вы» называет?
I dare say she would attack me on sight.
Spirits can't get along with fragments of each other?
Spirits, certainly. But the aspects of a self-righteous god who have walked different paths for ages? One bears the insult of her betrayal by the Evanuris, and then by Solus, as fresh wounds, insult upon injury. The other once fell in love with an Alamari chieftain and lived happily in a swamp for centuries. Each reminds the other that another path
Это
exists
же ее мамаша.
could have been wrong, and nothing angers Mithal like being wrong.
If I were to try to talk with her, do you have any suggestions?
She will demand respect, but detest flattery. She appreciates righteous anger.
Короче, не надо ее жалеть, нет, будет понятно.
She
Всегда
is,
так
for want of better
делаю.
phrasing, prickly. But if you are determined to try, then I wish you luck.
Thank you for the information, Morgan.
I only ask that you reflect upon what I have said. The Dreadwolf is not so apart from the world as he thinks. There, you have the advantage of him.
Нет, ну попробовать определенно стоит. Хотя бы, чтобы понимать, что это за тетя и как с ней сражаться. Джокер Дерива, какой-то, блядь, португалец.
A god's fragment, sharper than the whole, prevail or be sundered.
Вот прикинь, вот если он там реально так тупо погибнет, и чё, и все, и мир тогда некому спасать.
We're getting close to where Morgan said that other fragment of Mithal was.
Ой, так, подожди. Еще там, блядь, что-то. Это этот инквизитор. А у них там, как всегда, в Ферелдене, блядь, подковерные игры. И как я туда могу попасть? А вот это уже интересно, как я туда.
That has to be her.
A fragment of Mithal herself. We talking or fighting?
Guess we'll find out.
Блять, ну я, по крайней мере, отсюда никак до сундука не достану. Это только, наверное, после сражения с ней. Но надо будет, конечно, посмотреть, что она там из себя представляет. И если что, поменять, конечно же, напарник.
I have seen you and your companions. We made ourselves bodies to be like humans, but I never expected to see humans scurrying about in the Dread Wolf's crossroads. And you know who I am.
Mithal.
The part of me that survived betrayal by the rest of the Evanuris, if this can be called surviving. Solas. He drew me from the dagger that struck me down, but what is left of me can only survive here. I cannot return to the world, and even the true fade is denied me. All I can do is watch. Why are you here? To beg me to give up what remains of myself to help you defeat the monsters Elganan and Gillenane have become.
Так, главное, жалость не говорить.
To fight a god.
Ты нам не поможешь.
Morgan was right. Talking to you is a waste of time.
You listen to the human and the cowardly echo she carries. Pathetic. You desire the essence of a god and think you deserve it. Then take it if you can!
Так, она электричеством хуярит.
Everyone, get ready!
That's one big dragon.
О, уязвимость к вот этому, да? Блять, надо магичку менять.
Here they come.
Давай четверочку. О, отлично. Так, ты мне вот это давай. А ты давай ее пиздячь. Так, ты ж, сука, ты посмотри, а. Да, блять, ну я же ушел оттуда. я бы взял бы, наверное, лучше бы, наверное, бы луканица и этот. Да, блять, ну ты посмотри, а. Блять, я не то хотел нажать. А может быть, у меня и получится ее завалить. Я же на... Блять, ну вот это мне вот бесит аж, когда... Раз, два. Так, ну может быть, у меня и будет шанс ее вальнуть. А может быть и нет. Блять. Так, давай-ка ты сюда, а ты сюда. Смотри, сучара. К ней еще надо там просить, типа, блядь, с уважением, да? По лапам, блядь.
Everyone okay?
I'll never get used to fighting things I used to think were gods.
Ну и отлично. Так, ну и отлично. Какая-то там типа богиня. Способности длительного действия, а у меня их область контроль, удар контроль. Так, навыки. Тогда я думаю, что вот это можно забрать. И действия по области здесь что? Это добивание, так. А ладно, надо будет куда-то подумать, конечно. Куда лучше применить давай даже вот так. Ну, когда ты прокачан, она оказалась не сильно то уж и такой прям сильная. Так.
It's ours. The essence of a god.
This is to save everyone. She'll understand. Eventually.
It burns just being near it. But this is the power we need to finish this. We just need that next step. I think the moment is coming. When we can turn the tide, we'll know.
Сожаление ужасного волка. Вот так. Сундучок давай ко мне. Слушай, ну уже время, уже надо, блядь, заканчивать. Я все никак... Что-то красненькое, да? Но это, кстати, интересный амулет. Контролирующих способностей. Так. Ну, давай, а чё? Это чё получается у меня? Это предметами длительного действия, контролирующих, а у меня это и нет контролирующих способностей, а область контроля. Так, что там по... Я думаю, что это, наверное, пока еще рано. Вот. Да что еще там, блядь? А, памятную вещь. А что, только один сундук и все? Ну, как-то тоже мало за эту тетю. За младшую сестру богини. Так, ну давай на этом, короче, закончим. Все, пока. Адьос, амигос.